Boxing is a big moneymaker. When champions step into the ring, somebody is going home with a huge payday. But more than that, it is about the best facing off against the best. And that is what we have been promised for 2023. All our compasses are pointing to an epic throwdown between lightweight champion Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. This is a boxing fan's dream. What do we know so far? Is this the best versus the best? Sometime soon in the first half of the year 2023, we who love boxing are going to get a big surprise. Two of the best will meet in the ring and fight for the lightweight championship belt and title of undisputed lightweight champion of the world. It doesn't hurt when both of your representatives are the same person. Bob Arum is top ranked boss, and he also promotes both fighters, and he says that the fight is going to happen. When Bob Arum talks, fight fans listen. The question now is when. It appears the two fighters will face off, so the question is not if, but rather when. Devin Haney is a stout and practicing Muslim, so his preference is to fight before Ramadan. He has stood firmly on this stance since the idea of fighting Lomachenko has come up. However, there is a little bit of friction between the fighter and promoter of the event, Top Rank. Haney recently vented on Twitter. He said he wants to fight the Ukrainian southpaw and wants it to happen before March. He has said over and over that he observes Ramadan, a month-long tradition in the Islamic faith that consists of prayer, and most notably for an athlete like Haney, fasting. Can't really go on a month-long fast and expect to fight. It's not plausible. So, fighting before Ramadan would obviously be Haney's preference. Now, even though Haney has declared this as day, Top Rank apparently is aiming to set the fight for May of this year. Fighting in May would deprive the practicing Muslim a chance for a proper training camp and meet the official weight of 135 pounds. Haney has been open with the media before this, speaking that he may move up 140 pounds because the weight cut is strenuous. Haney has issues with the way things are being handled. Haney is no stranger to Twitter. He posted several tweets that suggested the promoter Top Rank is giving preferential treatment to Lomachenko. The Ukrainian has been a part of the Top Rank promotion for the entirety of his boxing career. Haney is a relative newbie to the promotion. Haney came to be a part of the Las Vegas firm as a package, which allowed him the right to fight George Kambosos Jr. for the undisputed lightweight championship belt. In one tweet, he wrote, "These people want to try to push my next fight with Loma to May, knowing the longer I stay at the weight, the harder it is to make. Let's do this in March." He added another tweet, cutting right to the point. "I told Top Rank I want to fight before Ramadan." Top Rank gave no response to the tweets. But guess who did? Everyone else on Twitter. One Twitter user suggested to Haney that he fight someone else. Haney was quick to respond that the issue was the date, not the opponent. He wants to be clear, he is not trying to dodge a fight with Lomachenko, who is considered one of the best fighters on earth. Haney did, however, poke a couple more shots at Top Rank, saying that the promotion is trying to give Lomachenko a helping hand at his expense. In yet another Twitter post, he wrote, "It's not about the someone else. It's about giving me a date to fight. You know they want their boy Loma to have another shot. Haney is the champ." Haney is coming off of two dominant wins. Both were convincing point wins over the Australian George Kambosos. Haney won the first, and then when they rematched at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia, he proved to win in even more decisive fashion than the first fight. He has been fighting professionally for over 6 years, and in that span of time, he has earned 29 wins with 0 losses. He has won 15 fights by knocking out his opponent. On his rise to superstar status, Devin Haney has unified the WBA, IBF, WBO, and the ring lightweight belts. Not bad. To be a real champion, you've got to defend your title, and Haney had one of his toughest fights of his career in 2021 against Jorge Linares for his WBC lightweight championship title. Linares was a former 3-weight world champion. Ultimately, Haney won the bout by a unanimous decision, marking his rise as a legit world champion. What about the Lomachenko side of things? Lomachenko has 17 wins and 2 losses as a professional boxer. The 34-year-old from the Ukraine is coming off his most recent fight, which was a much harder fought affair than it was expected to be. The tough victory came over Jermaine Ortiz at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City. As great as having the lightweight championship fight between Haney and Loma take place before Ramadan, it is felt that it would give Lomachenko less time to prepare for the war in the ring. Speculation is that because of the way Lomachenko looked in his last fight against former sparring partner Jermaine Ortiz, that he will need as much time as possible to prepare for the much more accomplished Haney. Lomachenko, a two-time Olympic gold medal winner, is much smaller than Devin Haney, a fact that is not to be overlooked. Loma's fight with Ortiz was not a long time ago, at the end of October 2022. So, if he is going to be physically and mentally ready to take on a champion, one of larger stature, he will need all the time he can get to prepare. So, looking at it from this side, scheduling the fight before Ramadan favors Devin Haney and hurts Lomachenko. But the fight is happening, right? The lightweight championship fight between champion Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko is happening. Don't fret, don't worry. Bob Arum told us with his own words, telling Sky Sports, the fight is essentially made. We are looking for the site and the date, and that information will be announced shortly. The fight will happen either before or right after Ramadan. Regardless, Devin Haney will have a tremendous weight and height advantage over Lomachenko, who is a former featherweight champion. And weirdly, most people and fight observers don't think that Lomachenko belongs at lightweight. Many people believe he just isn't big enough for the weight class. Why is this boxing's next biggest fight to make? The structure and scheduling of boxing is random, or it seems that way from the outside looking in. In that sense, it is annoying to fight fans when the biggest fights somehow don't get made. For whatever reason, it is easy to pass the blame. Blame the sanctioning bodies. Blame it on the petty rivalries between promotional companies. You can blame the greedy disagreements between the television networks and the streaming services. Or because money and pride are often key components in an athlete's worldview, simply blame it on them. It doesn't matter. Lots of fights have been rescheduled or dismissed, and some took upwards of a decade to get on the books. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao didn't face off in the square circle until they were both in the later parts of their careers. The fight was mocked for being way too late. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. have been talking trash for over 5 years, sharing words, but not the ring. But finally, we have a possible blockbuster fight that is happening. One of the most exciting aspects of Lomachenko fighting Devin Haney is that it is what the fans want. This is the showdown for lightweight supremacy that fight fans dream of every night when they go to sleep. Seemingly, it should be made easier because Bob Arum represents each fighter, so it seems like negotiations shouldn't be as exhausting and obnoxious, right? Bob Arum is 90 years old. He doesn't have time to jump through hoops. He wants the fight, and he has said as much. Even before Haney defended his collection of championship belts in Australia against George Kambosos, Arum said that Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin Haney is on the radar for the year 2023. Mark it on your calendar. We just don't know what day yet. What else do we need to know about the Haney versus Loma super fight? Not only is making the fight easier than other fight scenarios, but it also makes a lot of sense to make the fight. Devin Haney is 29-0, but even with that track record, he wasn't taken completely seriously until he defeated the formerly unbeaten Kambosos, who had held the IBF, WBA, and WBO titles in their first fight. And then, when Haney repeated the victory, it was set in stone, which caught the attention of Lomachenko. Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez during the pandemic in a bubble fight, and then Lopez lost to Kambosos, who then lost to Haney. It all seems to have come full circle. Lomachenko was 4-0 in the lightweight division before losing in the upset to Lopez. And now, since that loss, he is 3-0. He is ranked first among contenders for a fight with Haney by the WBC and WBO, while being ranked third and fourth by IBF and WBA. The ring is odd. It has Loma ranked first behind Haney as lightweight contenders, and Lomachenko is 6th overall on the pound-for-pound list, which does not include Haney in the top 10. Okay. These are the reasons this fight must happen in 2023. You can't name any more reasons this is the fight to make. It makes sense for the pound-for-pound rankings and for the championship of the lightweight division. More importantly, it is huge for the fan base of boxing. Everyone who enjoys the sport will be tuned into Devin Haney versus Vasily Lomachenko. No matter where they are in the world, eyes will be on the square circle for this one. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the video. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we loved bringing it to you. We will be back soon with more content for your entertainment. But in the meantime, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to show us some love. We will see you soon. Take care.